time. New Dr. Phil. Monday at 4, only on CBS2. CBS2 News starts right now.
Next at 8, the state rejects a federal plan for more secure licenses, and it could make air travel a big hassle for people in Illinois.
Officers in the south suburbs are investigating a serious crash that happened after a police pursuit.
President Bush spends his last day in the Mideast thanking troops for their sacrifice.
As we look outside this morning, a little hazy out there and quite chilly on this Saturday, January 12th. Good morning. I'm Suzanne Lemonnier.
And I'm Susan Carlson. And let's get started with Mary Kay Kleist in CBS2 Weather Control. We're off to a cold start out there.
We certainly are, but let's remember it is the middle of January, and we could be seeing low temperatures in the single digits. So while we're standing at 33, not too bad for us. But as we look at Weather Track radar, a little more impressive looking than it actually is, because some of this precipitation not quite reaching the ground. The pink wants to be a mix, the blue around Rockford, a few snow flurries there. This is telling us that more moisture is going to be moving into the picture. Temperature-wise, though, I think we're going to rise above the freezing mark by the time that precipitation develops this afternoon. So it's going to be rain sprinkles much of our day as highs hover near 40. But, Suzanne, it'll probably change over to light snow tonight. I'll tell you if we can expect anything coming out of this in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Mary Kay. The state of Illinois is in a security showdown with the federal government. Federal officials say the new driver's licenses will help keep terrorists off airplanes. But as CBS2's chief correspondent Jay Levine reports, critics are calling the real IDs a real mess.
States and new blue IDs, you have to have those social measures.
Right now, all it takes is a social security card, something to prove you're old enough and you are who you say you are. Take a test, snap a picture, get your license.
Julie!
The Department of Homeland Security wants more, including ID and immigration checks. Illinois is one of 17 states who've passed laws or resolutions refusing to comply. That prompted today's threat from Washington.
After May of this year, that state's driver's licenses will no longer be acceptable as a form of federal identification for getting on an airplane or getting into a federal building.
For Jesse White, it's a matter of money.
Ask the states to participate in a program that is your brainchild. I think that you should provide those states with the dollars that are necessary for that to occur.
But for others, it's more than just the time, effort, and money it'll cost the Secretary of State to do the extra checking.
The problem is creating this massive national database that could be used and twisted and manipulated to create all kinds of information and dossiers about any one of us.
At least some of those waiting for licenses today seem to agree.
It's a scam, government scam in order to scare the people and to give up their freedom and their privacy.
Jay Levine, CBS2 News.
Now, Illinois is hoping to get off that list of states whose people won't be able to board planes without a lot of extra screening. Jesse White says he'll ask for an extension, so the state has until 2014 to come up with the $150 million he says it's going to take to make those changes. Do you agree with the state's decision to reject the Real ID Act, or do you think it's a violation of privacy? Log on to CBS2Chicago.com and send us your comments. Click on local news to find the story and email us your response.
Well, 2 people are in critical condition after a police chase ended in an accident. This happened early this morning in South Suburban Marionette Park. CBS2's Rafael Romo is live near the scene with more on what happened. Good morning, Rafael.
Susan, good morning. Still a considerable amount of debris here at the intersection of 110th Street and Kedzie, where the accident happened at 2:45 this morning. According to Chicago police major accident investigators, Marionette Park police was chasing a white Cadillac Escalade when it ran a red light and crashed against a gray pickup truck. There were 2 victims as a result of the accident. Both were taken in critical condition to Christ Hospital. Witnesses say the driver of the SUV was being chased by police for a traffic violation, was probably driving intoxicated and going at a very high rate of speed. The driver of the blue pickup truck was apparently not wearing his seatbelt and was ejected from the vehicle.
First responding officers were asking for fire department, seeing one guy laying in the middle of the street by the, the turning arrow, and then the other one apparently was pinned underneath the other vehicle.
The Chicago Police Major Accidents Investigations Unit is now assisting in the investigation. Again, we have 2 victims as a result of this accident. Both were taken in critical condition to Christ Hospital in Chicago. Reporting live from Marionette Park, Rafael Romo, CBS2 News.
4 students from Glenbard South High School are facing criminal charges after one of the students posted pictures of them drinking on the internet. The pictures were discovered by a DuPage County Sheriff's deputy who works at the school as a resource officer. The owner of the home where that party took place is now charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Senator Barack Obama picked up another key endorsement for president. The governor of Arizona threw her support behind Obama yesterday. She says she likes his message of hope. The endorsement by Janet Napolitano could cut into Hillary Clinton's support among women. The Arizona primary is set for February 5th. Hillary Clinton is calling on Congress to pass the bill to jumpstart the economy. A big part of it could make it easier for families to pay mortgages and heating bills. Clinton's campaign says it's been working on the plan for the past 2 months, and it could cost $110 billion.
Really no big front runner, no inevitable candidate. There are a lot of people in a very fluid race.
On the Republican side, Mitt Romney is campaigning hard in Michigan. His ties to the state run deep. His father used to be the governor there, and he was born and raised there. Romney pulled his ads in South Carolina and Florida and is making Michigan the centerpiece of his comeback now.
I'm here in the state of South Carolina to tell people the truth.
John McCain appears to be gaining momentum in South Carolina. A new poll shows him leading Mike Huckabee and Mitt Romney. Former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani hasn't campaigned much there. According to polls, the war in Iraq and illegal immigration are the hot issues for the voters there.
Barack Obama and John Edwards aren't on the ballot in next week's Michigan primary, but they are asking voters to go to the polls anyway. Obama and Edwards decided not to run when the Democratic Party stripped Michigan of its delegates after the state changed its primary date without permission. Clinton is on the ballot, but if at least 15% of voters put uncommitted, candidates will compete for those delegates at the Democratic convention in Denver. It is not clear if the Democratic Party will count those delegates. President Bush gave troops a pep talk on the last day of his trip to the Middle East.
There is no doubt in my mind that we will succeed. There's no doubt in my mind when history was written, the final page will say, victory was achieved by the United States of America for the good of the world.
Bush addressed soldiers at the largest U.S. military base in Kuwait and urged them not to give up in the fight in Iraq. But the president has refused to issue any timetables on when troops will be able to come home.
LifeSource is asking people with Rh-negative blood for help. The Chicago Area Blood Center has only a 1-day supply. Anyone is eligible to donate blood if they weigh at least 110 pounds and are in good health and at least 17 years old, and also if they haven't donated blood in the last 8 weeks. Even if you don't have Rh-negative blood, LifeSource really wants you to consider becoming a donor. All blood types are always needed. The American Red Cross wants you to help them recognize somebody who's made a positive influence in the community. Anybody is eligible for the Red Cross Hero Award if they live or work in Cook County and 6 collar counties as well. They're eligible there too. The heroic act must have taken place after January 1st last year. The deadline to nominate someone is January 25th. Go to our website, CBS2Chicago.com, for all the details right there on the homepage.
The YMCA is giving itself an overhaul to attract a new generation of fitness enthusiasts. Just 2 years ago, Mayor Daley dedicated a $16 million Y in Pilsen. YMCAs are maintaining their youth programs while expanding health initiatives. Officials are upgrading exercise equipment to serve millions of Americans who find it hard to lose weight. Starting today, admission to several museums in the area is free. The Museum of Science and Industry was closed most of this week to get ready for a year of special events celebrating its 75th anniversary. Their free admission lasts until the end of the month. And you don't have to pay at the Shedd Aquarium from now until January 18th. Plus, admission is also free today at the Museum of Contemporary Art for families with children under 12. So many great things to do out there.
Well, also coming up, no regifting here. The city of Chicago is handing out presents for people going green after the holidays.
O.J. Simpson back behind bars this morning. We'll tell you why and if he has to stay there.
Living a longer life is easier than you think. Find out the 4 simple steps that will increase your longevity.
But first, here are some ideas for something to do this weekend.
This portion of CBS2 News brought to you by the Chicago Boat, RV, and Outdoors Show.
The Call of the Wild is calling you to the 78th Annual Chicago Boat, RV, and Outdoors Show, presented by your Chicagoland GMC dealers. Your outdoor adventures begin at McCormick Place, January 16th through the 20th. Find the best selection and the best deals. Browse hundreds of exhibits and see everything from boats to RVs to marine accessories, travel resorts, and more. Show specials can save you thousands. For tickets and show details, visit ChicagoBoatShow.com.
Head on down to the boat show.
The Chicago Boat, RV, and Outdoors Show. Don't miss it.
The boat show.
Tired of paying too much for your glasses? Come to the VisionWorks grand opening sale. Get 2 complete pair of glasses for only $99. For a limited time, get our lowest prices ever on no-line bifocals. 2 complete pair for only $149. And most glasses are ready in about an hour. Get an eye exam for just $39. 2 complete pair of glasses, $99. Or 2 complete pair of no-line bifocals for $149. VisionWorks. Why pay more?
Once upon a time, there was a sheep who did not want high-priced cable in his home. I'm just a low introductory rate, said Comcast. But time passed, and Comcast took off its low introductory rate, and raised its prices. Whoa, dude, said the sheep. Oh, well, said Comcast. The end.
Get AT&T's consistent low prices, plus find out how you can qualify for up to $50 cash back.
We are mothers and daughters and sisters and husbands and best friends. And for 2 days and 39 miles, we are one in our commitment to fighting breast cancer. This is Reese Witherspoon. Join me in the fight against breast cancer. Register today for the Avon Walk for Breast Cancer and help us take one step closer to the cure.
Register at avonwalk.org or call 1-866-276-WALK.
Comes the dark in the evening sky. There goes a goose in the gray sky going by.
Welcome back. Beautiful shot of our lakefront near Wilson Avenue. A bunch of doggies out getting an early start today. Susie Q thinks they look like wolves.
I know. It's like there's a pack of wolves out there. What's going on?
Take a look who's celebrating a birthday today. The amazing Kreskin is 73. Model Vendella is 41. And from the Spice Girls, Melanie Crystal. She's Mel C. Chisholm? Mel C. Which one was she? She wasn't scary. She wasn't sporty.
She was Sporty Spice.
Sporty. Sporty Spice is 34 today.
On this day in 1773, the first public museum in America was organized in Charleston, South Carolina. In 1915, the U.S. House of Representatives rejected a proposal to give women the right to vote. And in 1966, President Johnson said in his State of the Union address, the U.S. should stay in South Vietnam until communist aggression ended. Well, 5 people have been found dead after a deadly fire in Ohio.
And that tops our look at news across America. The bodies of a mother and her 4 children were all found inside a burning home in Cincinnati yesterday. Police say the woman had been stabbed to death. Her husband was also stabbed, but he jumped out a second-floor window to safety.
Police investigating the case of a missing Marine are looking for a man she accused of raping her. The burned remains of 20-year-old Maria Lauterbach have been found in that man's backyard, buried. He left a note saying he buried her there after she committed suicide. Police say the evidence doesn't support his story.
O.J. Simpson is back behind bars. Simpson was charged with robbery and kidnapping for a break-in last year at a Las Vegas casino. Prosecutors say he violated his parole by trying to pass a message to one of his co-defendants. He will spend several days in jail before facing a judge to see if his bail will be reinstated.
2 Hollywood starlets are new mommies. E! Online is reporting pop singer Christina Aguilera and her husband Jordan Bratman have welcomed a baby boy. They haven't released what his name is yet. And People magazine is reporting reality TV star Nicole Richie gave birth yesterday to a little girl named Harlow Winter Kate Madden. Dad is rock star Joel Madden.
That's pretty, Harlow.
Isn't that really nice?
Apple or orange or all the weird names some of the celebrities come up with. That's pretty.
That's pretty. Very unique. Very unique. Well, our weather today, usually in January, we can start the day with, wind chills below 0, a high of 7. we're lucking out.
Yeah,
we are
could
lucking
be
out.
worse.
I know you're saying it's chilly this morning, and sure it is, but it could be a lot colder. It is mid-January. As we look outside, we do also have some extra cloud cover around, and the clouds will be filling in throughout the course of the day because we do have a disturbance headed our way from the west, and that's going to introduce rain sprinkles after lunch. 29 degrees now at O'Hare with a good coverage of clouds there. 82% is the relative humidity with a south wind at 3 miles per hour. Looking at WeatherTrack radar, it looks a little more impressive than it actually is because some of this not quite reaching the ground just yet. The low levels are dry enough so it can evaporate as it's coming down, but that will change because we expect all levels of the atmosphere to moisten up throughout today, and that's just going to increase our rain showers. So a light mix develops for us, and I do think with temperatures nearing that 40-degree mark, much of the day will be light rain with a south wind at 10, pushing in that somewhat milder air mass, especially for this time of the year. But what we'll see is a change over to light snow tonight. I think perhaps along the Wisconsin border you could see an inch of snow. Otherwise, minor amounts in the northern suburbs and probably nothing from the city southward. But flurries may linger into your Sunday because cooler air will work in behind that system. Temperature-wise, though, right now we are at 32 at Gary, 28 in Waukegan. These readings will rise throughout the day as that rain moves in, and it'll probably be above the freezing mark. So what we will see is that most of that will fall as light rain first. But we do see that system here in Iowa. It is sending a little bit of moisture along the warm frontal boundary, and this system is expected to move in for us later today. So not a huge deal with the precipitation, but again, a rain-snow mix could slicken up the roads if you have plans tonight. 40 degrees for much of the western suburbs. We'll see a high of about 42 in Morris, 43 in Kankakee, and top out at 39 degrees in Gary. So our pattern today calls for the system to be right over us. It's too far to the north to give us any significant snow. I think the lake effect snows across the UP of Michigan tomorrow could be a little more significant, but for us, it's minor amounts and more so along the Wisconsin border than anywhere else. So near 40 today, cooler tomorrow with some leftover flurries and then a little cloudy to start the work week. You know, every time we can get a 5-day forecast above the freezing mark in January, that's a good thing.
You're right. You're
we
right.
won't
You're
freeze.
Right. Glass is half full. I keep reminding myself, even though it's cold when you walk outside.
Right. Thanks, Mary Kay.
Thanks, Mary Kay.
Well, if you want to live a longer life, it may be a lot easier than you think. CBS's Terry Okita tells us about a new study with some simple steps you can follow.
Do 4 things, and scientists say you could add more than a decade to your life.
For people who are not doing this, just a little bit of change will go a long way.
Researchers tracked the lives of 20,000 people. They found those who adopted 4 healthy habits lived an average of 14 years longer, even if they were a little overweight. Here they are, and you've probably heard them before. The first one, don't smoke. Second, eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Third is exercise regularly. And fourth, drink alcohol in moderation. Registered dietitian Tara Miller says following these habits doesn't have to be hard.
You don't have to be a marathon runner in order to get the benefits of exercise. You don't have to be a strict vegetarian in order to, reap the rewards of eating 5 fruits and vegetables a day. You just have to make small incremental changes, and you will see a big effect by this.
That's good news for people who need to make changes. But knowing that a healthy lifestyle can lead to 14 extra years of life is also encouraging for those who've already made those changes. Charles Hendricks is one of them.
I do really watch what I eat. I exercise every other day.
Now he knows it can really pay off.
It feels fantastic. I mean, it's good to know that some of the habits that I've accumulated through the years are I guess, confirmed to help people live a greater quality of life and longer.
Experts say adopting just one healthy habit can make a significant difference, but all 4 will give you the biggest benefit. Terry Okita, CBS News, Los Angeles.
An exotic restaurant, an Irish pub, and a new movie palace from the golden age of cinema. We'll take you to all those places and where to go. That's coming up at 8:45.
But first, Bill Swecker says skip the new stuff and check out some Oscar-quality films already in the theaters.
It's colder than a meat locker in here, but the city says this artwork made from ice is going to warm our hearts. I'm CBS 2's Vince Girasoli, braving the elements to bring you the story. Stay with us.
And now, something to do this weekend, sponsored by Navy Pier.
Hey folks, is it just me, or don't you think Chicago radio deserves a good rant?
Dennis Miller rants daily, 9 to noon.
Right after my buds John Howe and Cisco Koto, Chicago's new choice for intelligent talk, AM 560 WIND.
Remember that resolution you made last year to take better care of your teeth? Well, now it's 2008, and if you haven't seen a dentist lately, your smile isn't getting the care it needs. The solution to your resolution is simple: 1-800-DENTIST. We'll match you with a dentist we promise you'll be pleased with for many years to come. So don't let another year go by. Call or go online today and give your teeth a happy new year. 1-800-DENTIST. We take every smile personally.
At Jewel, it's the fresh way we pick, cook, bake. The fresh way we help you save. Through Saturday, save on fresh-cut Jewel Blue Ribbon Beef Filet Mignon. Get 2 for $7. Through Wednesday, check out selected varieties of Kellogg's cereals on sale at 6 for $10. And salad making is easy, with all fresh express-bagged salads at 33% off. Fresh foods, fresh ideas, they're all here. All fresh to your family from Jewel.
1,000 Chicago police officers stand behind Tom Allen for state's attorney because Tom Allen stands for safer families.
We had a convicted sex offender that lived right across from the grammar school, and the parents didn't know. Tom Allen decided to do something about it.
Alderman Tom Allen led the city effort to require sex offenders to register. As state's attorney, he'll track predators minute by minute with GPS ankle bracelets.
I'll never stop fighting to keep our kids safe.
Democrat Tom Allen for state's attorney. He's always in our corner.
The Humana Health Challenge is on. Log on and find out what participants are doing to improve their health. Small changes can make big improvements. Discover what you can do today. If you're trying to lose weight in the new year, get active. Start taking walks, get a pedometer, and count the steps you take each day. Cut back on meal portions. Choose low-fat foods and limit your sugar intake. For more health tips, visit humanahealthchallenge.com today.
Good morning. Looking at a live picture right now of Wilson and Lakeshore Drive. A lot of people up early this morning already with their dogs getting in a good exercise out there. Today's feature CD comes to us from 93 XRT. You're listening to the group Mara from their album Angels of Destruction. The rock quartet has been performing together for 15 years now. They have some really big-name fans, too, like writers Nick Hornby and Stephen King. If you like what you hear, check them out at the end of the month. They're going to be performing at Shuba's January 25th.
With only one major new film opening this weekend, I thought this would be a good time to remind you of some truly wonderful Oscar-quality films that are still in theaters.
Well, this is just a deal gone wrong.
Already honored with a slew of top awards from various critics groups, the R-rated No Country for Old Men is a tour-de-force film about greed and desperation from those terrific filmmaking brothers, Joel and Ethan Coen. Featuring an all-star cast including Javier Bardem, Tommy Lee Jones, Josh Brolin, and Woody Harrelson, this movie is violent and tough, but is one of the year's best.
Should have gone to China. You know, because I hear they give away babies like free iPods. You know, they pretty much just put them in those T-shirt guns and shoot them out at sporting events.
You might think it would be hard to do a comedy about teen pregnancy, but writing newcomer Diablo Cody wrote the perfect one in the PG-rated Juno, an amazing yet often funny film about Ellen Page's title character's pregnancy and her decisions regarding her unborn baby. Another great film is The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, based on the true story of a French fashion editor paralyzed by a stroke with only his left eye still working. This could win this year's Best Foreign Film at the Oscars.
I just don't want to know your name. I want you to whisper it in my ear.
Mordecai. Not so great is this weekend's release of the PG-13 rated First Sunday, a predictable, sluggish, and preachy crime caper comedy that falls far below the talents of its wonderful cast, including Ice Cube, Tracy Morgan, Regina Hall, Shai McBride, Loretta Devine, Michael Beach, and Cat Williams.
I don't think I would have told that.
No jokes, Thomas. Remember the will. You're so close.
Also opening this weekend is the PG-13 rated The Bucket List, with Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman as two terminally ill men doing all the things they've ever wanted to do before they kick the bucket. Though the film is pretty lame, just watching these two great Oscar winners work together for the very first time is well worth the price of admission. So if you're looking for something far better than First Sunday, check out films like Juno, No Country for Old Men, or The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. Bill Zwecker, CBS 2 News.
Well, coming up for us in our next half hour here on CBS 2, the snow will be falling really soon. Mary Kay is going to be telling us just how much to expect.
It's January. Plus, a deal for transit funding is nearly finished, but you'll still have to pay more to ride one agency starting next month.
And it was one of the hottest gifts for Christmas. Now it's a hot target for thieves.
And forget the cold weather. We've got the guys who will keep you warm all winter long.
But first, here are some ideas for something for you to do this weekend.
How many miles?
Oh, not very many. I don't get out much anymore. Just to church on Sunday.
You poor thing.
Wait. He is trying to trick you. Not all used cars are what they seem. Next time, shop at CarMax. Every car gets a 125-point inspection and comes with a free history report.
Ah! I'd have got away with it if it hadn't been for...
If it weren't for CarMax.
Lower sodium soup. Great taste. But how?
Sea salt.
Sea salt.
Campbell's added our one-of-a-kind lower sodium natural sea salt to help give our healthy request soups up to 50% less sodium with amazing taste.
I thought you said this was lower sodium.
With 22,000 miles of freshly groomed trails to explore, it's nice to know quiet times are just a few short steps away. TravelWisconsin.com.
Tara Gielig is a real Geico customer, not a paid celebrity. So to help tell her story, we hired the Pips.
Not long ago, I was in a car accident.
Ooh, fender bender.
With Geico's Auto Repair Express, the adjuster, repair shop, and rental car were all right there.
Rental car smells like sunshine.
To top it off, my rate stayed the same.
Take a train to Happy Town. Whoop, whoop.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
This is CBS 2 News Now.
New at 8:30, a police pursuit in the south suburbs ends with 2 people sent to the hospital, both in critical condition now.
Find out what the plan to save the CTA will mean for your wallet.
One artist is celebrating his love for the cold. We'll check out the icy creations about to take Chicago by storm.
And let's begin with a live look outside. Good morning to you. It is Saturday, January 12th. Chilly start to the day. I'm Susan Carlson.
And good morning. I'm Suzanne Lemignot. We're going to go ahead and get a look at the forecast right now with Mary Kay Kleist. She's in CBS 2 Weather Control. Good morning, Mary Kay.
Good morning, Suzanne and Susan. You know, we're at 34 degrees right now, and our normal daytime high is 29. So we're starting out okay, and temperatures should hover close to 40 today. We do have some moisture, though, that's showing up on Weather Track radar. In fact, the Quad Cities had a little wintry mix, and now that's trying to jog to the east. Some of this not quite reaching the ground just yet, but do know that after lunch, scattered light drizzle and fog will be around. Temperatures now are at 32 at Gary, 34 at Kankakee, and 29 in Aurora. So light drizzle and fog today with a high temperature of 40 degrees, winds out of the south at 10. Tonight it wants to mix with some snowflakes, so we'll be watching that, and I'll let you know what that does to your Sunday forecast. Coming up, Suzanne.
Thanks, Mary Kay. A police chase in South Suburban Marionette Park ended overnight when a man crashed his SUV into another vehicle. Both drivers are said to be in critical condition right now. CBS 2's Rafael Romo is live near the scene with more. Rafael.
Suzanne, good morning. Apparently, it all started as a police pursuit that then became a chase and ended in a horrible crash here at the intersection of 110th Street and Kedzie. Police say a white Cadillac Escalade ran a red light, crashed against a gray pickup truck, bent a guardrail, and ended up on its side resting against the pole. Witnesses say the driver of the white Cadillac Escalade was going at a very high rate of speed and was probably intoxicated. He was taken in critical condition to Christ Hospital, as well as the driver of the silver gray pickup truck. A witness says one of the drivers was still conscious when paramedics arrived at the scene of the crash.
They come down here, they come down and pull the gentleman out of the one SUV that's on his side, and I'm assuming he made it because he was moving around, but I unfortunately think the gentleman that was in the middle of the street was ejected from the one truck, and I don't think he made it.
Investigators with the Chicago Police Department Major Accidents Investigations Unit spent several hours here at the scene of the crash overnight. Again, 2 people were sent in critical condition to Christ Hospital as a result of this accident. Live at 110th Street in Kedzie, Rafael Romo, CBS 2 News.
Thanks, Rafael. Chicago police made a big bust of counterfeit items on the south side. They confiscated more than $500,000 of bogus accessories and clothing items. Purses, shoes, and hats that bore labels such as Coach and Gucci and Prada were all there, and they were all as phony as a $3 bill.
Metro will still raise fares 10% next month, even with a mass transit funding bill. And CTA officials say if the governor's plan to give rides to seniors goes through, they may have to raise fares for everyone else even more. Seniors on the northwest side cheered on that plan. Now the governor wants the free rides extended to the disabled as well. The governor's support for a mass transit funding bill hinges on no charges for seniors.
I am very much for the idea and really root for the idea.
I do think that public transportation is something that in a perfect world would be free to everyone. And this is the beginning of what I hope will be several steps towards moving in that direction.
The CTA, Metro, and Pace estimated the free rides would cost them about $32 million a year. They may have to raise fares next year to make up the difference. State lawmakers have to vote again on the mass transit funding bill to include these free rides for seniors. And the mass transit funding plan includes a sales tax increase and a higher real estate transfer tax. CBS 2's Dorothy Tucker has the breakdown of what it would cost you.
Almost everything you buy will cost you a little more if legislators approve the package to fund public transportation in the city and suburbs. Higher sales taxes are how lawmakers propose to keep buses and trains running. Those who rely on this mode of transportation have mixed feelings about the increase.
I'm going to wind up paying for it one way or the other, right? Either in increased fares or in taxes. So I guess I'm okay with it.
I think it's awful because the wages are not very high in a city like this to complement, spending.
Whether you like it or not, here's the plan. If you live in the city, you'll see a 0.25% increase. In the collar counties, 0.5%. So that $500 TV will cost you another $1.25 in the city, $2.50 in the collar counties. But seniors would ride for free.
To have the senior citizens ride the public transportation for free, that offsets the tax a little bit.
The sales tax package is expected to be worth $530 million, but all of it won't come from store purchases. Most of it will come from an increase in real estate transfer taxes in the city, which means Chicago homeowners will pay more when they sell their homes. Tax on a $265,000 house is now $1,987. After the proposed increase, sellers will pay $2,782.
This will actually take away from the bottom line for a seller. It will take away equity.
That was Dorothy Tucker reporting. And the proposed transfer tax would also apply to commercial property. And one note about the sales tax, it does not apply to food or drugs. This entire package, again, needs final approval by state lawmakers.
The Cook County Sheriff is asking for your help to find those responsible for vandalizing a suburban cemetery. More than 50 headstones were spray painted with hate-filled messages at the West Lawn Cemetery in Norwich. Some had swastikas on them, another a Star of David hanging from a noose.
We don't believe that this was an act of youths, coming to the cemetery and causing trouble. We believe that this was a racially motivated crime.
Workers have been covering the desecrated tombstones with tarps so funerals can take place. Removing the graffiti will cost about $100,000.
One of last year's most popular holiday gifts is turning out to be one of the most popular items to steal. Police in Aurora say they've had a number of reports of thieves taking those portable GPS units. They cost anywhere from $200 to about $1,000. Chicago wants to give you a present if you recycle your Christmas tree. The city is offering free gifts to people who drop off their trees today at more than 20 parks across Chicago. You'll get a fragrant bag of mulch, plus your choice of compact fluorescent light bulb, blue bags, or reusable water bottles.
Well, some artists create on canvas, others sculpt with stone. CBS 2's Vince Girasoli talked to a man known as the Ice Prince, who does his paintings below zero.
For generations, Fulton Market Cold Storage has been frozen in time. Its dark gray chambers housing ice-cold meat and poultry. But look here, frosty punches of color are proving to be a real icebreaker.
It's a beautiful sight to see very colorful art instead of pieces of carcass.
In the dead center of the building, Gordon Holleran has created a sub-zero art studio.
We need that sort of constant cold temperature that freezes very quickly for us.
Holleran's art is really a cool idea. He starts with brightly hued paints, mixing them together and pouring the solution into molds, allowing it all to freeze into solid sheets of color.
It's like freezing canvas for us, so that's the beginning of the piece itself.
The sheets, which look like plates of hard candy, are broken into icy mosaic bits and reconfigured with water into three-dimensional slabs.
The water is our glue. That's what we use to adhere the pieces to the wall.
When complete, Halloran's work will stand at Millennium Park next month as a wall of ice 95 feet long and 12 feet tall, keeping the slabs from melting, an aluminum base continuously chilled below freezing. It's what's held the project together so far in the Arctic temperatures of his studio.
I can't feel my toes right now, and I've only been in here a few minutes. The temperatures in this room are kept at a constant 0 degrees, and the artists are in here working for as long as 2 hours at a time without taking a break.
Oddly enough, like some days, like 20 minutes in and your hands start to freeze, and other days you can go for like hours.
It's a project that's warmed the hearts of those who typically work in a meat locker.
With all due respect to our customers, it's a nice change.
In the West Loop, Vince Girasoli, CBS 2 News.
Paintings Below Zero is part of the Museum of Modern Ice at Millennium Park, and it runs until the end of next month.
Well, from something cold to something hot. Seeing a lot of firefighters in the building is usually a bad thing, but last night it was a good thing for a good cause. The men of the 2008 Ignite the Spirit calendar attended a big launch party at Crowbar. There they are. Hello. The party featured a kissing booth for the single firefighters and a contest to crown the city's hottest firemen.
Oh, my.
The calendar raises money for Chicago firefighters and their families.
A great cause.
It's all for a good cause. Men have been doing it for years. It's about time we jumped on board with these calendars, right?
That's right. I don't want to put my body in one right now.
Stop.
Give me like 10 months.
Oh, baby on the way.
Coming up, cool stuff to help you get slim. Speaking of slim, right, and fit, that's ahead for you at 8:50.
That's what everybody's talking about in January, right? But first, 4 young girls earn a trip to see a tween sensation. We'll tell you about the latest way to win tickets to Hannah Montana.
Then take a trip back to the golden age of Hollywood. We're going to check out a unique suburban movie theater ahead and where to go.
But first, here are some more ideas for something to do this weekend.
Mayor Richard Daley and former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright on the next Eye on Chicago.
With CBS 2 Morning News.
You get more. More news.
More CBS 2 Weather Track.
More time-saver traffic.
More inside stories.
How do we bring you more?
Fewer commercials. CBS 2 Morning News, weekdays from 5 to 7. More news, fewer commercials.
Architect Lucienne Lagrange speaks about Lincoln Park 2520.
First, of course, is a setting of magnificent prominence directly on Lincoln Park, overlooking the lake and skyline. Classic grandeur. The homes themselves are large and very sophisticated with all the new technology. And interiors plan to showcase Chicago's most fantastic views.
See the designer-furnished model at 2520 Lakeview, or visit LincolnPark2520.com.
Hi, Dick Enrico from Second Wind Exercise Equipment with your New Year's resolution solution to look good, feel great, and enjoy a better quality of life. Second Wind's resolution solution is designed for your personal fitness goals to become a reality. We have a tremendous selection of new and used gear, welcome trades, and feature the exclusive Credit Connection, where monthly payments are custom tailored to fit your budget. Home gyms, bikes, climbers, treadmills, and hot new ellipticals, priced right, in stock, and ready to go. Why buy new when slightly used will do, except when the deals are this good.
Tired of paying too much for your glasses? Come to the VisionWorks grand opening sale. Get 2 complete pair of glasses for only $99. For a limited time, get our lowest prices ever on no-line bifocals. 2 complete pair for only $149. And most glasses are ready in about an hour. Get an eye exam for just $39. 2 complete pair of glasses, $99. Or 2 complete pair of no-line bifocals for $149. VisionWorks. Why pay more?
When the flu bug bites, when little accidents happen, when you want professional advice. There's Kate, your pharmacist at Osco, the drugstore people have counted on for over 60 years, located right inside Jewel. So while you're doing your grocery shopping, have your prescription filled. A pharmacist like Kate will have it ready, all in one stop. Osco Drug, count on people who care.
The Jaguars get their shot at the Patriots' pursuit of perfection tonight at 7 on CBS2.
Around the corner from everything I want to destroy. Good morning, flat iron building, Buenos Dias, Eduardo.
Good morning, Chicago. A lovely shot of our skyline. A little misty, though, and hazy. And that goes along with the temperature we're feeling outside. But after all, it is January, right?
It's January.
The Directors Guild of America will begin negotiations with Hollywood producers later today, and that's added new complications to the ongoing Hollywood writers' strike. The Writers Guild decided not to picket the annual Golden Globe Awards after all. NBC has canceled its exclusive broadcast. The Hollywood Foreign Press turned it into a news conference open to all the media outlets now.
It's the most coveted ticket in the nation, and 4 Chicago public school students won free tickets to see Hannah Montana. The students at Jose de Diego Elementary School won the passes in an essay contest. They explained in 53 words or less why they should get tickets to see the sold-out Hannah Montana concert Monday night at the United Center. One boy said he would give the tickets to his sister because she's Hannah's biggest fan.
What a pal. That's sweet.
Who isn't Hannah's biggest fan? She's got a lot of them.
'Cause you're
Well, if you didn't make plans for tonight, don't worry.
It is time for Where to Go, when we help you plan your Saturday night. And
Dinner is served. Well, I have the restaurant pick. It's out in the suburbs for the weekend. It's Kona Grill at 3051 Butterfield Road in Oak Brook, and they also have a location in Lincolnshire. This is a great place. When you walk in, it has a little something for everyone. The decor in Kona Grill is very modern and hip. It's a little dark in there, and even though it's a chain, you really have a feel of a neighborhood spot. It's very unique. The menu has both Japanese and American classics. Even a little Hawaiian fare was on there when we went. The caterpillar roll is a favorite from the sushi menu. Beautiful presentation. It has a freshwater eel, cucumber, and avocado topped with a delicious barbecue sauce. The best part, it is fully cooked, and it's great for those new to sushi, so you could try that. It's a lot of fun. Steak lovers will want to try the Kona ribeye. It comes with Szechuan beans, white cheddar mashed potatoes, and sauteed mushrooms. And if you're looking for something a little lighter, try the Hannah salad. It has spinach, lettuce, cucumbers, and wontons all tossed in a ginger vinaigrette dressing. You can also add Kona's signature dish, the macadamia nut chicken. We took the kids, and they have a great kids menu. They have a root beer float. My little 7-year-old to die for. He orders it. It's only like $3, but it's this enormous gallon of root beer in a heavy old-fashioned mug.
There's no need for dinner for him.
Right, and a bunch of ice cream in there. It's just fun. You can even go there for dessert with the kids.
Nice.
But it was very kid-friendly, but yet you feel like it's a nice place.
Good. That's good advice. Thanks, Mary Kay. And I have our our bar pick for this week, and this is a brand new Irish pub that recently opened up in Streeterville. Our bar pick is D4 Irish Pub and Cafe at 345 East Ohio. The same owners behind Emerald Isle and Lizzie McNeil's are now focused on this new project located in the ground floor of the Streeter apartment high-rise. So when you walk into D4, you'll feel like you stepped into a modern Dublin pub.
It does look modern.
Doesn't it?
Wow.
It's very quaint and charming. You see the fireplace there.
Yeah, cool.
Very friendly staff, traditional Irish fare. On the menu, you'll find Irish soda bread and corned beef on tap, an ample selection of domestic and imported beers, not to mention Irish whiskey. D4 is actually named after Dublin 4 zip code, the zip code in Ireland, which includes Ballsbridge, which is where the owner, Brendan McNeil, hails from. You'll love the cozy atmosphere of the authentic Irish bar from start to finish, and it's at the perfect location in Streeterville. They've got all those high-rises going up left and right, so they got all those new residents in the area. Now they have a friendly neighborhood pub to call their own.
Very nice.
Very cool. There we go.
I've got the entertainment pick, and if you're thinking about taking in a movie tonight, listen up. This weekend's entertainment pick is the Movie Co. Rosemont 18 at 9701 Bryn Mawr Avenue on the Rosemont Walk. If you've grown weary of the typical movie experience, rowdy crowds, uncomfortable seats, and sticky floors, well, Movie Co. will really change your mind. Look at that. This is a luxury theater with 18 screens in high definition. 6 of the screens offer VIP service. That includes free popcorn and valet parking for you when you arrive.
Nice.
You can even purchase a cocktail or enjoy a pre-movie dinner at the on-site restaurant there, too. The food there is really incredible. This is not the usual food that you see in theaters. They have flatbread sandwiches, quesadillas, and gelato. Everything we ordered when we went was fantastic. And you can also still get traditional movie treats, too, like M&Ms and Twizzlers.
Oh, Twizzlers.
My favorite. And don't worry about a babysitter, too. There's childcare service on site, $9 an hour.
Everything.
Everything. That place is fantastic.
Yeah, they really thought of everything.
Go to the movie, don't worry about anything.
That's cool. Oh, you know, one more movie note for the disappointed moms like this one that didn't get the Hannah Montana tickets. AMC Movie Theaters for the first week of February is running a 3D adventure of Hannah's concert.
You're kidding.
So we have tickets to that. I was able to score those.
And it's 3D, so you kind of feel like you're there at the concert.
But it's only for a week, so you better call your AMC like now and try to get the tickets. So we're excited about that.
I know where Kendra's going.
Yes, you buy them in advance.
Wow, that's a good tip. We'll have to add that to our website, too.
Check that out.
Meanwhile, all the other links that we talked about will be on our website, CBS2Chicago.com. Just click on Morning News.
And if you want to recommend a restaurant, bar, or entertainment pick for us, drop us an email at weekendmornings@CBS2Chicago.com. And a good night to definitely go to the movies, because it's going to be chilly out there.
Sloppy. Yeah, a little sloppy. Right now, you're right. We have the fog and the mist around, and it is a little damp and chilly, but still our temperature is actually warmer than what we would typically see in January. 29 is our normal daytime high for this year for the middle of the afternoon, and we started the day warmer than that, but I think our low temperature for the day officially is going to be 29 degrees, and that's where we are right now. At O'Hare, we have extra cloud cover. 82% is the relative humidity with a south wind at 3. Now on radar, it's looking a little more impressive because it is starting to fill in from the west. Some of this not quite reaching the ground just yet because the lowest level of our atmosphere is a little too dry, but it will be moistening up, and we will start to see this move at us, mostly in the form of rain sprinkles. So we'll have a misty sprinkle with some fog today, and a light mix develops once we get some cooler air in here for tonight. So what I do expect to see is scattered rain sprinkles. We'll hover around 40 for a high shortly after lunch, and then temperatures will start to drop off. Winds become south-southeast at 10, and some of that changes over to some wet snowflakes by tonight. 32 in Gary, 28 in Waukegan, 32 degrees in Peru right now. So it's chilly, but still it could be a lot colder considering it's January. Sometimes we start those days in the single digits, you know that. But we had some moisture from the Quad Cities. Now it's trying to jog in our direction, and that will take place as the day wears on. It'll be light precipitation, though. High temperatures hovering near 40 with that south wind at 10 miles per hour. I think the only place you'd see accumulation of any significance is northern Wisconsin and the UP of Michigan. But I do think that minor amounts are possible by the time tomorrow morning rolls around. We have mostly flurries here, but I think along the Wisconsin border, you might see an inch of accumulation of more of a wet snow event, really, from this system. So 40 degrees today. Tomorrow I left some flurries in the forecast, and then early in the week we started out cloudy, and then we'll see the lower 30s there for Tuesday and for Wednesday. So really it's a light mix today, and then some flurries left over for tomorrow.
The Fighting Illini are in the middle of a 4-game losing streak, and it's not going to be easy to change their luck. They play 10th-ranked Indiana tomorrow. Now here's Mark Malone with the rest of your morning sports.
Good morning. No comment would have served Joakim Noah well. Instead of verbal altercation with assistant coach Ron Adams, got the rookie a spot on the bench last night in Philadelphia. Noah has reportedly also been late several times this season. Luol Deng also missed the game. Sixers go on a 16-0 run in the first. Andre Iguodala, the steal. He get it back for the flush. Bulls trailed by as many as 18. They chipped away. Tomo Cephalosha, the steal. Ben Gordon to Chris Duhon, and the Bulls led by 5 at the break. Then in the third, they moved the rock around. Gordon to Heinrich to Tyrus Thomas for the flush. Bulls by 11. But that lead was down to 3. That is until Andres Nocioni gets the bucket right here. He had a game-high 26. The Bulls hold on to win at 197. Hard-hitting affair between the Blackhawks and Wild last night. Renee Bork takes Nick Schultz into the boards and knocks the glass into the stands. Hawks strike first. Brent Sopel with that new contract. A nice steal. He converts, and the Hawks led it 1-0. But the Wild came back with 3 in the second. Mark Parrish, the one-timer past Nikolai Hobby-Bullen. The Hawks lose 5-2. Their stretch of losing streaks now to 8. Bartolo Colon could be coming back to the South Side. White Sox manager Ozzie Guillen in the Dominican Republic. Taking a closer look at the right-hander, who, by the way, was slowed by elbow and shoulder problems last season with the Angels. Colon was 15-13. With the Sox back in 2003. All right, your Saturday sports lineup looks like this. DePaul and St. John's tip it off at 11 a.m. Northwestern will host Michigan at 5:30. Loyola and UIC face off at 7. The Wolves in Toronto drop the puck at 7 o'clock. Seattle and Green Bay get going at 3:30. And it's the Jags and Patriots at 7 o'clock right here on CBS2. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Well, everybody made the resolution in January to lose weight, but you may need some help. Wait till you see what I have on my feet.
Look at this. Let me help you. Oh, shoot, don't fall over. Look at that.
We'll explain how this is going to help you lose weight.
But up next, we're going to also check out some food and exercise gadgets to help you get in better shape.
If I don't kill myself before that.
Please don't fall.
But first, here's a look at the top stories on our website, CBS2Chicago.com. I'm going to go hop around.
How much does Chicago love its Comcast? Let's find out. Here's your challenge. Shop the Magnificent Mile in the Buff. Get tackled by the Chicago Bears' Brian Urlacher.
Oh, no.
Or give up your Comcast for one whole day. We'll be back.
The Comcast Triple Play. Phone, internet, and cable TV. Just $33 each per month for 12 months when you get all 3.
Once you have Comcast, you'll do anything to keep it.
Call 1-888-4-BEST-TV.
Good morning. Good morning. The sun beams will soon smile through. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Dixie Perfect Touch Cups. A sturdy cup with a secure, snap-on lid and an insulated grip. Make every morning a good morning.
To you and you and you.
Make it a Dixie day.
Moraine Valley.
Moraine Valley. Moraine Valley welcomed me.
If you're looking for a friendly college that's affordable, convenient, and close to home, come to Moraine Valley Community College. We welcome students of all ages and backgrounds who want to improve their lives through education. Complete the first 2 years of your bachelor's degree or train for an exciting career. Our flexible classes let you easily fit college around your job and other activities. Register now and become the next to say,
Moraine Valley welcomes me.
Call 1-877-YES-MVCC or visit morainevalley.edu. Expect success.
The Humana Health Challenge is on. Log on and find out what participants are doing to improve their health. Small changes can make big improvements. Discover what you can do today. If you're trying to eat healthier, start slowly by adding nutritious foods rather than just eliminating bad foods. Try to get at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables each day. Add whole grain foods and choose foods low in sodium and fat. For more details about nutrition and health, visit humanahealthchallenge.com today.
Beautiful Chicago lakefront on a misty Chicago morning. Look how tall I am. I've never had anybody that I was taller than. This is what the world would look like if I was this tall. I'll explain why I'm this tall in a minute. It's because we're talking about losing weight, and it can be a challenge, but it is easier if you have the right tools. And lucky for us, we have Time Out Chicago here with us. They checked out some great products and treatments to help you get slim and fit. And we have Danielle Braff, the Chill Out editor of the magazine, which has to be the coolest title, the Chill Out editor.
It definitely is.
And again, we're going to save these things on my feet for last to explain how they're going to help us lose weight. But let's start with this gadget over here. What is this, Danielle?
This is the accelerometer, and it's really cool because it's going to motivate you to lose weight really quickly. All you do is you attach it to your pants, and it tells you how many calories you're burning. It convinced me to take a zillion bathroom breaks during work just to see those calories going up, and it's just the easiest, most fun gadget.
This is one that you wear all day long, not just when you're working out,
all
to see
day
how
long,
you're
right
burning
when you
calories.
wake up, and it might make you get off the L stop a little earlier. It might make you take the stairs because it's really fun to keep checking your pants and seeing how many calories you burned.
Another fun thing that's fun to wear, let's scoot over to these leg weights, or you could do them as arm weights. You actually wear this under your clothes, and this may not appear heavy, but it actually is very heavy. How much weight is this?
They're 3 pounds each, and before, ankle weights and arm weights used to be really bulky, but these you slip right underneath your clothing so no one has to know that you're getting a workout. So you can wear them at work, and within about a month of wearing these, you should see that your legs and arms are a lot more toned.
Now, you wore these for, you actually did the experiment.
I wore these for a couple days. No one noticed that I was wearing them. And you don't actually feel them because they're only 3 pounds. So it's very easy to get used to, and it's a really easy way to get in your exercise.
And you take them off at the end of the day, and your arms are like, woo!
Yep.
So light. Okay, let's talk about this water bottle. What makes this water bottle unique?
Well, we all know that we should be drinking more water. And this water bottle actually tells you how much water you should be drinking. Whenever you take a sip, it'll know that you took a sip, and it'll tell you how many sips left you have to take to the end of the day.
Interesting. Okay, let's talk about this. This is a watch, right?
It's a watch,
How is
but
this different?
It does so much more than just telling the time. You wear it when you work out, and it will register how many calories you burned, your distance, your time, and then you just stand near your computer after your workout, and all that data jumps onto your computer for you.
Cool.
So you could watch your progression.
It's about $200. And now let's talk about this. This looks like a scale, but this is no ordinary scale. This tells you much more than just your weight.
This is the coolest scale ever. It tells you how much you weigh, but it also tells you your percentage of fat in your body, your bone mass. It tells you how old you are in metabolic years.
Wow.
So I found that I was 10 years younger than I am.
Good for you. I wouldn't step on it this morning, by the way, when they wanted me to. I'm like, no, thank you. Don't need to know everything. But yes, for your own information, of course, you need to know. Quickly, tell us about this scale.
This scale, we all know that we should be measuring our portion sizes, but I don't know anyone who actually does that. This makes it really easy. All you do is you throw on your food right before you eat it, and it'll tell you how many calories, grams of fat, and everything about your food.
Okay, real quickly, Danielle, tell me about these things that I'm wearing, which are really, really bouncy.
These kangaroo boots are going to help you lose twice as many calories than you would if you were just wearing sneakers. You could wear them for any workout. You could even just wear them around the house, and
gonna fall.
And you're gonna really lose the weight a lot faster, and they're fun too.
Very fun. Mary Kay, wouldn't your kids love this?
I would love those.
Okay, I'm gonna go jump back to the set. Thank you, Danielle Braff. We will put all of that information on our website as I bounce back up here. Can we get a final check of the weather?
Well, looks like we'll have sprinkles today, mixing in with flurries tonight, and temperatures will hover around 40 degrees, so that's better than it could be in January, right? Yeah. But I don't know if you could wear those outside now with it getting a little slick. You got to take her easy.
Probably not. Pretty fun, though, when you have to balance. It's actually quite cool. I'm going to bounce on home.
Fun.
All right, and the news continues tonight here at 10. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 and 10.
Thanks for being with us. It's going to bounce around for the rest of the day.
Awesome. I like them. You look like rollerblades. They're fun.
Yeah, they're like ski boots, I thought.
Real-time closed captioning on CBS2 is made possible by Luna.
Up to $500 off.
Luna's New Year.
New hardwood and up to $500 off.
773-202. Luna.
Creating new possibilities. Creating new solutions. The new Wix. Creating new ways to inspire you with exciting ideas and the latest styles. And now, every room package is on sale store-wide. Plus, you get free interest till 2013. It's Wick's best sale and clearance. Bring your vision to life affordably. The new Wix, creating new ideas.
There's no room in here.
Gotta be kidding me.
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna get deleted.
Not me.
If only your memory card always had room. Fortunately, you can put your photos on Walgreens.com for free.
Once upon a time, there was a sheep who did not want high-priced cable in his home. I'm just a low introductory rate, said Comcast. But time passed, and Comcast took off its low introductory rate, and raised its prices. Whoa, dude, said the sheep. Oh, well, said Comcast. The end.
Get AT&T's consistent low prices, plus find out how you can qualify for up to $50 cash back.
Are you ready to take the Overvoice challenge?
Most surely am.
All right, let's do it.
I like this one better.
You know, you chose Overwise.
I did not know that. It's pretty good.
What kind of cows do you think make this milk?
Dairy cows?